Welcome back to the channel. We are back in the warehouse Sunday morning or afternoon right now, waiting on somebody to show up and pick up something. I was here earlier today. We sold something earlier today. We still have, a lot of interest in the entertainment center that I listed yesterday, the coffee tables, a few people wanting me to deliver, which I do, I'll deliver, but explain to them that they would have to purchase in full ahead of time for me to deliver, especially something this big and heavy. I don't want to load it up, get there, and then they decide they don't want it. I encourage them to come look at it, inspect it, check it out, before we do all that. Make sure it's going to fit what they like. It looks good, because I'm not selling brand new furniture here. It's used furniture. I clean it up, make it look good. I show any flaws, but at the same time, people could be picky. And a couple people I haven't heard back from because I refuse to deliver. They're okay with me charging. I'm going to charge for delivery. But some of them refuse to pay up front, which is fine. I can understand. There's a lot of scammers out there, and that's what one of them mentioned. But I made it clear. I look at my profile, look at my feedback. I run a legitimate business here. But like I said, there's a lot of dirtbags in this area. A lot of scammers. So I can understand it. So if they can make it here, they can. If not, somebody else will buy it. But I did want to discuss my unbelievably horrible experience garage sailing yesterday. It was, if you're familiar with the area, there's a 150-mile A1A garage sale from Jacksonville down to Ponce Inlet, down here. And I did it last year. I did really good last year. I raked in a lot of good items, raked in some good profits, and it was great. I had a truck full of stuff. I was gone all day. Yesterday, not so much. I went a little bit further north this time. I go north to St. Augustine and work my way back, and I went a little further north this time. Worked my way back, and it was just, you think you go to 100 garage sales that you would have something, at least a truck full. Of course, there was probably 12 million people out on the road garage selling, doing the same stuff. But honestly, you're still going to find stuff. I found a little bit. I went out with a lot of money in my pocket, expecting to spend a lot of money, and I think I spent $130. Very disappointing. I like to, if I have a good haul, I like to spread it out, take a picture of it. It wasn't even worth taking a picture of. So I've got, I'll make a few $100 on this stuff, but for the time, the gas, it was very disappointing. I spoke to Kaylin at Kaylin Collectibles. She was out too, and she said the same thing. She did okay, but she didn't do that great. It probably wasn't worth the time. I should have just stayed in my area, because there was a lot of garage sales and community sales yesterday. This is the peak time right now in Florida. This time of year, it's 75 degrees out, 77 degrees out. It's beautiful, hasn't rained. So garage sales are in full force right now. So I was disappointed. I ran into Kerry at American Arbitrage, and there's a spot that I did go to last year, and I got there yesterday 5 minutes after he did. He had a nice pile, video games, good toys and everything, from a vendor that, is very reasonable with their prices. And he beat me by 5 minutes. He got a nice stack, and I was disappointed. So, but, it is what it is. So I came home with a couple things, very disappointing. I've got enough to keep me through the week. I'm out of town next weekend, and then the following weekend there's going to be some more sales. There's a big rummage sale in my area, so hopefully stock up on a bunch of inventory. I was hoping in between this weekend and 2 weekends from now, and maybe one other, just getting a boatload of inventory so I can kind of shut down my sourcing before Christmas and just list, and then, you know, focus on getting rid of this furniture, you know, moving furniture in and out of here. So, but yeah, it didn't seem to work out that way. But hey, that's the game. It's the way it works. You know, luckily I always have a good you know, death pile, I guess you can say, of items that, you know, just to keep me through slow weeks. I am going to be, I've got some more interest. I did do one post today of all the furniture in here, and, you know, telling people, come on out, get rid of it. I got to clear it out because I have a feeling pretty soon, within the next week or two, I'm going to be getting a lot more. I did add some of the stuff I picked up at garage sales a couple weeks ago. I listed those finally. Those, if you don't know what those are, they're pretty, you know, put it in the comments. I looked them up. I saw one of them, one list or sold for $100 and something bucks on eBay. I paid $3 a piece. But I did list them on Marketplace. I put them up for $40 each. I don't feel like shipping those. I don't feel like taking detailed pictures. I took, you know, 5 pictures of each, listed them, and if I get 60 to 80 bucks for the pair, you know, $6 and 60, 80 bucks, that's great. So I don't want the hassle of shipping. If it didn't have the lampshades, maybe, but the lampshades just make it ridiculous. So anyway, and yeah, I just wanted to do my epic failure strikeout yesterday video. So yeah, it was, the good thing was it was a beautiful day out. The whole drive, I get to drive right next to the ocean. You know, met a lot of cool people, met a lot of crazy, high-priced people. One example I'm going to throw out because this one blew my mind. It was a lady had a table of clothes and stuff. She had a stack of men's Levi jeans, used, of course, good condition, nothing spectacular. What I usually pay $1 to $3 a piece for, I sell all day for $15 to $18 on eBay plus shipping. I asked her how much for the whole stack. She told me $120, $12 a pair. So I kind of laughed and walked away. She said $100, and I was like, no, we're not even in the same solar system. And she said, well, throw me a number. I told her $20. She said no, so I walked away. But you know, look, she can sell for whatever she wants, but it's just funny to see that sometimes. I'm not knocking people's prices. It's fine. Everybody wants to get the most out of their stuff. A lot of people think their stuff's more valuable than it is, and it was just one of those, just kicking the butts, because I'm thinking, you know, I was striking out all day. I'm thinking, oh, I get a stack of jeans at least, and, you know, couldn't even get a stack of jeans to sell. So, you know, it is what it is, but I'm going to close out the weekend. Hopefully this person shows up soon, and then take the rest of today off, and then, you know, get back at it next week. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps. Throw a couple comments down there. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me how good my videos are, how bad they are. I don't care. Just say something. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.